Hit the button.
Hello! I already did hit the button. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another day of University of Hartford Overwatch. We have Eric Culver, Get Corned, your casters, Adam and Peter. And I think this will be another fun match.
I don't think anything could top our last one last Halloween. Was an absolute banger. We got to see people playing from their costumes and really showing up, giving us new looks, and performing to a high level. UHeart has been really killing it as of recently. I'm super excited for them to go up against this team that I know nothing about. So today it's going to be University of Hartford versus the Warhawks. Give me a little bit of lowdown. Do you have any info on this team, ranks, play styles, any sort of scouting you guys have done, and or just the name of their college would definitely be helpful.
A little bit of scouting I've done so far would be they look to be mostly Diamond Masters range, which is right around where Hartford's been, as well as. Oh, they were waiting for me to say R. Hold up.
Of course, Adam is also Eric Culver is also the coach of this UHeart team, so they have to do some logistics in the background. So bear with them. But yes, we did get to take a look at some of their background like reports, career profiles, and this is definitely within Hartford's wheelhouse where they've been scrimming, where they've been playing at recently. So it's important to know for the University of Hartford this is going to be a good game for them. But it's in season, and we've honestly been seeing them perform and outperform their scrim performances in game, during matches, during tournaments, constantly. So this is definitely a scary roster for Warhawks to be going up against. University of Hartford always pulls up, always shows out whenever they have the opportunity to, and just like every other Tuesday, it's going to be another NACE game where they get to show everybody exactly what they got. So should be very exciting. Looks like we'll be going towards Lijiang. Give me a little bit of the insight about, like, obviously Lijiang, very popular, played in scrims, almost 100% pick rate. It's kind of crazy. But there was a little bit of back and forth before the game started. Was there any like insight into choosing a different map, such as Busan, potentially even the map that should be open this week? However, NACE has not allowed it. With Samoa, were there any other thoughts besides Lijiang when it came to first map pick here?
The next map that was considered but opted not to go with was going to be Ilios. It's another map that Hartford has opted into scrimming quite a few times. And that's largely, just it's up to the team's comfort. Part of the reason it was posed was because Hartford has been trying out some newer looks in the past few weeks of scrims, and as you see, we've got True Blade on the Reinhardt.
Yeah, this is definitely a newer look that we've seen, especially, well, not necessarily on this map. Reinhardt has always been a classic matchup on this map, specifically with the Sim TP. The brawls are going to come in really fast, and with the shield, you can definitely hold off a lot of space a lot easier. But we do see Trueblade 16 swap over to the Junker Queen, so might be the last second swap that's going to bring us back to a little bit of normality as opposed to the difference that we see in the Reinhardt. But hopefully we get to see it at some point today.
And I'm not I'm not totally surprised. I was oh my gosh, that looks like it's going to be a possible early pick. Lamp is forced out, and Baptiste is already taken down as Trueblade 16 helps find the first kill with Orimuro absolutely dominating with the help of his sentry form.
Absolutely, that was incredibly large from both Blackout, also getting the ult charge there off of a technical boop kill onto the Mei as well. But that was really just a Shaq and Kobe moment between the Bastion and the Lucio on the side of UHeart, and a clean first fight win and position set up on the point here. And we do see the Reinhardt on the side of Warhawks here. It's interesting to see how that's going to play against the JQ, especially with Trueblade 16 switching from the Reinhardt to the JQ. You would assume that the JQ is much stronger, but it's definitely just a difference in playstyle that Warhawks are going to have to play around.
I am always a little bit concerned when I see a Junker Queen matchup versus a Reinhardt, because in my personal experience as a residential Reinhardt OTP, I just absolutely enjoy that matchup. But, Twin Sanity B on the Rhine is not getting to have that same enjoyment as, oh, Trueblade walks out past the choke and right into a Mei wall. Great catch by Yas on the Mei. It looks to make this very winnable for the Warhawks.
And Yas continuing to go off, not only with a wall, but also a well-timed headshot onto Cranky. Another great wall to be able to keep them off point here. And this is going to be University of Hartford potentially contesting a little bit with that Reinhardt spot incredibly low. The very risky ult in the middle of the point here as we pull out the artillery strike, almost booped off the map. However, because they were setting it up on point, they actually managed to live it. But Arca going utterly insane. The DPS from Warhawks doing as much as they possibly can, but point hasn't even been flipped over yet. University of Hartford's back. They have the beat. Jack is missing every single bullet I've ever seen, but hits a giant axe. Mostly because it's giant, because the hitbox is huge, but manages to land it and prevent the point proceeding over to the side of Warhawks. It's University of Hartford back in control with 71% on the board.
Crazy, crazy fight breaking out right there. And Hartford not afraid to use these ultimates to just secure the objective and maintain control. Massive ultimate advantage on the boards for the Warhawks, though, as Twinsanity has a shatter and there's nothing to block it. Oh, fat slam! Hits both of the backline members, Bastion and Baptiste, as two members fall for Hartford on the back of that Earth Shatter, and Cranky not far behind.
Oh, but like a bad penny, Triple 16 still staying up. Oh, but manages to just get out, reset by killing himself. And we do have to talk about the ult economy there. That was 2 ultimates and a key ultimate in the side of the beat for the side of Warhawk College. That was incredibly tough position to be in to force all of those out just for one ult from Triple 16. I think the University of Hartford's going to have an easy time coming in here. They have 99%, only one fight remains for them to be able to take this map, this round away from Warhawks. So University of Hartford sitting in a good position so far. We're going to do a TP play. Oh, or maybe even just bait it. Everyone turns for it.
Just be a bit of fake, and Cranky finds the one-shot kill through the Baptiste window. And a little bit of acrobatics from Ori Maroon. Not going to be enough to save his life, unfortunately, as a great May Blizzard comes out from Yas. And Hartford looking to be in a little bit of a stalemate as both members get one trade.
And as it stalls out without the help of another main support, oh, Blackout is going to go down trying to keep up Triple 16. It was a very fraught fight. Looks like Cranky is thinking about taking his own life. Decides to reset directly to the spawn room. And that's definitely time off the board, but the University of Hartford still looking solid as long as they can get in here. But another shatter is on the board on the side of Warhawk. But this time they won't have the beat alongside it. It's going to be very difficult, as well as the fact that Arc has the wall on the side of Symmetra. Could really slow down progress here, but the University of Hartford just needs one solid fight to get in here and take possession of the point.
And we see a swap come through. Orimaru opts to swap off of the Bastion and onto the May, as he's hoping the usage of the May wall narrowly survives with his life there. He's hoping the usage of this May wall is going to be able to grant his team better access to dealing with this Ryan. Triple 16, though, still getting absolutely mollywopped by Yas.
And Yas taking absolute names right now, also managing to take out Cranky, the May being incredibly strong as Orimaru tries to replicate that by running straight on a point, but doesn't have the amount of support that the rest of the team as Warhawks does on the side of Yas. Orimaru's going to go down, and at 99%, the Doomfist comes back on the side of True Blade 16. They might be able to do some magic here, but the point is definitely on the side. Oh, Mustang Rider disconnects, however, and we get a pause game. Definitely a really bad time
Oh, Lord.
game.
This is, had we not gotten a pause right at this moment, I would have been like, oh, it's very much GG's for UHeart. But Triple 16 on the Doomfist has a half powered up punch right now, and he is staring at 2 extremely low HP targets right in front of him. If he is able to land this punch and finish these kills, this instantly becomes winnable for the University of Hartford.
Incredibly winnable. We have the Reinhardt and the Baptiste incredibly low in this pause screen. Both very susceptible to a Doom Punch right off the rip as they come out. But Triple 16 is also around 200 health, below half for a Doom Fist here. So this is definitely dire straits for them to be in. And with Mustang Rider joining back into the game, we're waiting for the R call here to see exactly how swag or unswag this goes for the University of Hartford. But the punch is charged. This could be turnable right now, and this would be the craziest flip back based off of campus Wi-Fi I've ever seen.
My biggest question that I just don't know is, if this punch, since it's mid-charge when the pause happened, I don't know how this is going to interact here. And the punch is able to charge up, but he releases it before he's able to get that kill, and it all falls apart for the University of Hartford. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I do believe that was an insta punch out of I don't think he was able to hold it on the side of True Blade 16. I think that was almost an insta punch. They would have had to be holding it, I believe. But that is a pause mechanic that I simply don't know the answer to. I think it's very rare that anybody would know the pause mechanics there. But 99-99 University of Hartford still looking incredibly solid. However, they kind of sold for a bit. They got up to 99, lost multiple fights straight, just weren't really respecting the difficulty that they had to overcome on the side of Yas on this May. And especially if they keep this comp on the side of Warhawks, could be incredibly difficult for the rest of all control points, regardless of the map, because you can just hold down the point incredibly well, especially on this one. So we're going to be very interested to see how Warhawk goes up against this University of Hartford comp that they're playing. It's a TP out of the spawn, going the Sig Rush comp with the May Bastion Sojourn Bastion and the Lucio Bap.
I'm interested to see how Hartford handles the composition coming out from the Warhawks. They have the May Sim comp, so it's very possible for Trueblade to keep getting caught by these May walls. That was the big issue they ran into in the previous map, was just May walls isolating Trueblade over and over again while he was on that Junker Queen. And it's not Trueblade who falls, but eventually he does, as Orimaru is the first to go down for the side of Hartford, as Cranky looking to get some Fallout picks, and gets one, nearly gets two, but is eventually taken out as Trueblade opts to return to the Junker Queen.
Yeah, I just think it's very interesting for the University of Hartford to go onto a hybrid comp like the Sig Rush comp, where you can both poke and rush in, but you have to really bide your timings, understand the tempo that you want to play at, and switch tempos rather often, and instead just opting to go in with absolutely no real benefit to that strategy besides a ticking clock. The University of Hartford has to look past these larger macro things that are pressuring them, and instead just play their game, their style. As we do see an off angle, which is going to be very, very important for going up against a unified brawl like this on the side of Cranky for University of Hartford.
Orimaru finds a great wall onto Yas, the enemy May, and but Mustang Rider does take out Trueblade, and Orimaru, and Blackout, all with boobs. Mustang Rider absolutely doing the Lord's work, nearly finds the final blow onto Revan as well. Mustang Rider. Oh my.
That was everything. That was really, really good finish. However, that initial boop onto Trueblade 16 needs to stop happening. Trueblade 16 is consistently being the initial reason as to why University of Hartford's not starting off these fights strong. Their positioning getting walled off, as well as leading their teammates to death, have been incredibly difficult for the rest of University of Hartford to actually acclimate to. As we see another off angle here coming from Cranky. This could be large, especially with the Sojourn Ultimate online. However, the University of Hartford needs to play tempo just a little bit better. Trueblade 16 finds that proper tempo, is able to take out the Reinhardt early. In a huge blizzard, however, a lot of ult invested on the side of Warhawks right now. Beats on the side of University of Hartford. This could be good for the University of Hartford, but Cranky goes down.
This could be big freeze. He catches 3 before they're able to get out.
A very dangerous Reinhardt charge.
All that remains is Mustang Rider, who does find one, and Twin Sanity, and Trueblade opts to just commit this ultimate, trying to secure this, but these people just won't fall.
Out, that Reinhardt's 1 HP. There's still a Lucio on point that they're going to have to deal with, and a TP back from their Symmetra. Trueblade 16 opts to go for the people on point. Hasn't taken out that Symmetra just yet. Has the healing of the Lucio. The Lucio now next, just to be able to flip this point over to University of Hartford's side, but so much is back. The Reinhardt is back. The Lucio hasn't died yet. The Baptiste is back on the point. At 1 HP, Trueblade 16 is trying to get him, but the Immortality stops it. That Baptiste is low, able to be taken out by Revan. This could be everything for the University of Hartford, but we really need to keep up this Trueblade 16. Orimaru cleaning up a lot of these kills.
Oh, and he misses the healing shot, and that might just spell disaster for Hartford. Revan doing everything he can. It's a lonely Baptiste versus a